Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Priya and today I'll be doing a little chit chat get ready with me. I'm just going to be doing my usual makeup look that's my go-to when I am taking any photos and stuff. And I'll show you guys right now how my makeup has been looking in photos without any edits and stuff. So I feel like I've got my such a good routine down for my makeup, and yeah, I'm just really happy with it. So grab your tea, grab a glass of wine, whatever it is. I have my little green smoothie here and we'll just get started. Also, I have banana, pineapple, mango, and spinach in this. It tastes so good. It tastes just like summer. And if you guys have any easy smoothie recipes, please let me know because I'm on a little smoothie kick right now. So before we start, I want to talk about skin and skin prep. Skin prep is so important when you do your makeup. If you don't have a good canvas to work on, your makeup is just not going to turn out. So I take really good care of my skin, and I feel like everyone should, especially if you do wear makeup, because if you're wearing makeup, your pores are going to get clogged, there's going to be a lot of buildup, and your makeup just isn't going to look good. So skincare is so important. And like, now that I'm into my skincare, I don't even care to wear makeup most days. I do it if I'm like creating content or whatnot, but most days this is how I look, and I'm happy. I'm happy with my skin. I've taken really good care of it, so I'm just happy. So I did my skincare earlier this morning, and I also used my gua sha. So if you guys have an event to go to, I highly recommend using a gua sha a few hours before your event, because it will just help depuff the face and give you kind of an instant facelift. So I always highly recommend doing gua sha. Even on an everyday basis, gua sha has made my jaw, this is just relax, it has made my jaw super sharp. I used to have a little bit of a double chin, but I think after using gua sha, like, it's really smoothed everything out and just made everything a little more defined. So highly recommend gua sha, or just any facial massage. Even when I'm doing my cleanser, I do a quick little facial massage. So yes, anyways, let's get into it. So I'm gonna start off by moisturizing. I already have moisturizer on, but I'm just gonna moisturize again. Versatile. Okay, I'm gonna go in with this Caudalie moisturizer. It's their lightweight firming cashmere cream. This line is so good. In particular, honestly, everything, their eye cream, no eye cream works for me, so I don't know about the eye cream, but everything else, this serum is amazing. I use this like once or twice a week, but this really is like skin firming in a bottle. It's so good. But anyways, I'm gonna go in with this Caudalie moisturizer, and make sure you have clean hands, by the way. And when you're putting anything on your face, make sure you're always going up and not pulling down. Always up, because gravity is already pulling your skin down, so we're trying to reverse those effects. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with this. This is the shade Peach Light Strobe Cream from MAC. Okay, so after moisturizer, I like to set with a powder, and I always go back to this Laura Mercier one. It's such a good one. So this is the translucent powder, and they also have different shades in it. They came out with a dark, and they also have a honey one. I think the honey one is the one I'll start using when I get a little more tan in a couple months. You guys probably saw this method all over TikTok I think like when quarantine started, but this honestly has been my go-to way of doing makeup, and I don't think I'll ever go back because my skin always looks good doing it this way. And when I forget to do it this way, I notice a huge difference. So now I'm gonna go in with some Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. This is my favorite setting spray, mostly because of the can. I just love how it's a fine mist. A lot of setting sprays, especially the Urban Decay one, it just gets right in your face and it's like the most uncomfortable feeling. I really like these two right now. This one I've been using for a while. This is the Mindful 5 Primer by Smashbox. This one is like my go-to. I always use this. Gives you a really nice luminous finish. And then another one that I've been really liking lately is this one. This is by Huda Beauty, and it's their Water Deli Primer. And I think I'm gonna go in with this one today. Okay, and I'm also going to be answering some questions that I asked on my Instagram. So, well, I can't multitask, so I don't know if I should do this. I'll try. I'm going to go into my foundation. My all-time favorite foundation is this Hourglass stick one, and I'm in the shade beige. This is a little too dark for me right now. I'm so pale. I hate it. I can't wait to get a tan again in the summer. But another one that I've been liking lately is this one by Huda Beauty. This one is a perfect match for me. This is like the perfect shade, and I'm in the shade Toasted Coconut. It's really nice as well. I still prefer this one because I feel like this one, the longer you have it on, the better it looks. But this one's also another really good one. So I'm gonna use this one today, I think. And when you guys are taking care of your skin, I feel like you don't need to be putting so much makeup on. So now I'm gonna blend. I always use this flat top brush from Morphe. Morphe has some of the best brushes, and they're pretty inexpensive for what they are. So highly recommend getting some Morphe brushes. And this one in particular, I have like 3 of these because it's my go-to for foundation. And when you're blending out foundation, the longer you blend it out, the better it's gonna look, the more natural it's gonna look. So just blend your foundation. And while I'm blending, I'm gonna read some of these questions. Okay, so someone says, what do you do to get out of a rut? Do you have any go-to activities to help? So this happens like once a month. You guys know why. I get so emotional. Like, I'm not myself when I get my period, or the week before I get my period. I get so emotional. I get so butthurt over everything. I'm so sensitive. But honestly, you just kind of, like for me, the thing that always helps me is yoga and meditating, or if I'm feeling anxious, I just meditate, and that has been my go-to. Even just like this, like 10 minutes of yoga can make such a huge difference, for myself at least. I've learned a lot of healthy coping mechanisms because I used to be so angry all the time. Just that life, and just in just such a bad place mentally, and now I've completely changed my outlook on life, and I'm like the happiest I've ever been. And when I do have a bad day, I just let myself have a bad day. If I don't feel like, if I have something planned that day and I don't feel like doing anything, I'm not going to force myself to do it, because if I force myself to do something when I don't want to, I'm not going to be able to put my best foot forward. And yeah, so if you're having a bad day, just let yourself have a bad day. It's normal, and you have to have those bad days to appreciate the good. So yeah, just do whatever makes you happy. Going for a walk also really makes me happy. I take my dog for a walk when I'm feeling down, and it honestly instantly makes me feel better. And getting fresh air, it's kind of cold. Well, it's getting warm now, but it's been hard to get fresh air, and that always helps me feel better. But this year alone, I've never really enjoyed the winters. I've never enjoyed the winters here in Canada because they get so cold. But now that I have a dog, I've had to take her out for walks and stuff, and it's made me appreciate winter so much more than I ever have before. So exercise really is just like the best thing for me, and it always puts me in a better mood. And once you exercise, you just feel like you've accomplished something for the day, and like it just sets such a good tone for the day. For my eyes, I just keep it really simple. I used to do so much makeup before, and I still really enjoy doing like a full face of makeup, but when I'm going out and stuff, I just like to be more natural and whatever makes me feel good. So okay, so I'm just gonna use some of that same powder and just set my eyes, just to soak up any oils that are on my eyes. And this will just help whatever eyeshadow you put on blend better. Okay, so now for my eyes, it's always the same thing. I do bronzer, and this is the bronzer that I've been loving. This is a Charlotte Tilbury one in this shade 3 Tan. This is what it looks like. and I'm just going to use that all over my eye. And I also like to bring it out like this, and I kind of bring it pretty far because I liked my face to look like lifted up this way. So someone asked me where is my jewelry from. So some of these rings, this one, this one, this one is my mom's, and then these two are from Majuri. My chain is from, this is also, I think my parents got it made for us when we were younger, and then this one is also from Majuri, as you can see. And then this watch band is from Casetify. I really like this. I really like the gold and the silver. It's not everyone's style. My sister and boyfriend hated it, but I love it. So yeah, and then this, I always get so many questions on this. I've had this for like probably like 5 years now, and I got it from Topshop, but it's lasted me a while, and it's pretty good quality for Topshop jewelry. Like, it's lasted me forever, and it hasn't tarnished really. So oh, and then my earrings are also from Majuri. Is this Sigma Warm Neutrals palette, and I like to use these brown shades here. It's like those at the top, and then these brown ones here. So I'm gonna get a little tapered brush like this, I don't know if you can see it, and pick up a little bit of that darker brown and just focus it in the outer corner, kind of flicking it out like this. I have really round, massive eyes, so I like to make them look smaller and more elongated. Do I have any insecurities? Yeah, I think everyone does, but I've learned to love them. Honestly, I used to be so insecure, and like, not so insecure, but like I wasn't as confident as I am now. And I do have my insecurities, but honestly, like, I've learned to love myself, and like, I don't really care about them anymore. Like, as long as you're happy with yourself, I feel like they don't really matter. They just make you you. Someone said, okay, someone said how to make long distance work. So if you guys, some of you may know, but I've been in a long distance relationship for like, it's gonna be almost 3 years now, so 2.5 years. And it wasn't bad before. It wasn't bad before COVID happened, because we live only 4 hours away, and like, we were seeing each other pretty often, but we do live in different countries. I live in Canada and he lives in the USA. So it has been hard, especially now because we can't really travel, and the people who can travel, it's been really hard because Americans can't come into Canada, and traveling is just such a mess right now. So it's been hard, but communication is your best friend. I know it's so like cliche to say, but it really is true. Like, I talk to my boyfriend 24/7. I call him, like, we just call each other whenever, wherever. I don't like overthink it, like, oh, he's busy, I just call him. And if he's busy, he tells me he's busy. So communication is very key. And we wake up, first thing we do is call each other, and last thing we do is we talk on the phone. So communication is honestly just like the most important thing. I never really, and I've had to learn how to communicate. I'm used to just keeping everything to myself and not sharing how I feel with others, and it can be very detrimental to your relationship. So yeah, communication is just the most important thing. No matter if you feel like you're afraid to say something to your partner, one, I think you should question if they are the right partner. You shouldn't be afraid to tell your partner anything. So another really helpful tip that has helped us during this whole pandemic is setting up dates. So me and Raj will do yoga together in the morning, we'll FaceTime and do yoga, or we'll watch a movie. Yeah, just making those, so yeah, just making time for your partner is just really important, even if it's virtual. Just showing them that you're taking time out of your day to be with them is just, it's really important. And I think that will show your partner how much you really love them. So yeah. So before I go into the next step, I'm gonna answer another question. How do you stay motivated to work out? What helps you? Honestly, the only motivation that helps me is just knowing how much it helps my mental health. I've even noticed on days I don't work out or I don't meditate, I'm more easily agitated. And when I work out, like, nothing really bothers me. I go through the day just being calm and at peace. So that's my motivation. My motivation is just the way I feel. So yeah, and I think that's how it should be. I think you shouldn't start working out to lose weight. That can definitely be a goal of yours, but like, don't make it the prime focus, because if you're making it the prime focus, it's just going to make you easily discouraged if you're not seeing the results that you want to see. So for me, how I started off is just because I wanted it for my mental health, and I would take progress photos, and that was also helping me kind of see the way my body changes. And if you are like focused on the weight and that's what you want to do it for, that's totally fine. And I suggest taking progress photos, but not just make your focus on your mental health, and everything will work out to be the way it should be. Just work on yourself. That's all it is. Don't care about what anyone says. Don't listen to anyone. Don't listen to anyone's opinions about you. You know who you are and you know what you want, so don't let anyone stop you. Did that help? Someone asked, how many siblings do I have? I have 4 sisters. I have 1 older sister. I have a 20-year-old sister and a 11-year-old sister. Someone said, what do you want to be most known for? I just want to leave a good impact on the world. How did you meet your boyfriend? Social media. Okay, someone said, how do you balance self-care with family responsibilities and always being relied on by family? Okay, so I feel like I'm a good person to talk about this, because some of you might not know, but I actually have an 11-year-old sister that I'm pretty much taking care of, and I feel like her mom. So the way I think of it is, if I don't take care of myself, I can't take care of her, or I just can't take care of her. And I also have a dog, so if I don't take care of myself, I can't be taking care of my sister and my dog. So it really is just like, if I'm feeling good in myself, I've been working out for a year, and I used to be so susceptible to getting like stomach aches, and I was always like complaining about something. And now that I've been working out for a year now, I haven't complained. I get the odd stomach ache from like bad food and stuff, from like fried foods, but for the most part I feel so good all the time. And knock on wood, because it's such a blessing to feel strong. And I don't know, I just want to grow old and be strong. I don't want to be those people who can't do things with their kids when they're older. I want to be able to go hike with my kids. I want to climb mountains and just, I don't know, there's so much I want to do, and it honestly starts with having a strong body and a strong mind. So you can do anything as long as you have a strong mind and a strong body. So that is what I've learned so far this year. So how do I balance it all? I always make my self-care a priority. So in the mornings, I wake up and I try to meditate. And you can honestly just wake up, sit up on your bed. You can be laying down too, but like, I like to sit up so my energy is flowing. And I meditate for like 5 minutes. I just think about positive affirmations, and it just sets a really good tone for the day. And I also don't go on my phone for the first hour of the day. And I've kind of tried to see the difference in how my day would be if I started my day with going on the phone and without going on the phone. And the days I went on my phone, it's crazy, because if you start the day with going on your phone, you're just going to be constantly going on your phone, checking for nothing. And it's just like a cycle that keeps repeating. And then the days I don't start my day going on the phone, I get so much stuff done, like so much. So yeah, just making time for your self-care before anything. If that means waking up a little earlier, I don't mind. Like, I wake up and I do all my stuff. I like take my dog has to go pee in the morning, so I do that. I pour her food, I make my sister's lunch, that kind of stuff. I do all that before the day starts, and then after I'll read a bit, have my tea, and then start my day and work out and then get my work done. So I've created what works for me. Everyone's life is different. I don't have like 3 kids, so it might not work for you, but I think just making that little bit of time for yourself is just so important. Even if it's just meditating for 5-10 minutes, it makes the world of a difference. And even yoga, sometimes I don't have a video, I don't have my mat set up, but I will just start doing yoga, any flat surface I have, because it instantly puts me in a better mood and gives me a bunch of energy. Someone asked me, will you be moving to the US since your boyfriend lives here? Honestly, that was a plan for a long time, and I don't really know what the future holds. I just know I want to move somewhere warm and where I'm able to feel the sun on my skin 24/7. Not 24/7, but I can't do winters. Like, the winters here are so brutal, and having to go outside with 10 million layers is just not for me. I need to feel the sun on my skin. I'm the happiest that way. So I don't know if it's going to be the US. Maybe. I'm not opposed to it, but I just hope things get better there. I mean, Canada's pretty messed up too, so like, we'll see. Relationship advice. Communication. Honestly, that's like, it really is just communication. Being able to trust your partner fully is such a good feeling, and not having to worry. And also another thing, I think if you're young, I don't think you should be committed to somebody. If you are, that's totally fine. If you know, but I think me dating people when I was like younger really showed me what I want in a partner and what I didn't want. There was a lot that I didn't want. But yeah, it just really showed me what I want and what I'm looking for and who I would see being a great fit for. Oh, I forgot to say. See, I can't multitask. I can't do this. I'm using a black eyeliner. This one is by Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Color Pencil in the shade black. I don't know, but it's black. Oh, graphite. Shade graphite, and it's also waterproof. And then I'm also just using a flat brush like this. So it's flat and it's a square. It's so flat brush like this, and this makes like the perfect wing. Okay, someone said, also super random, but I think you're amazing. You inspire me every day. Oh, thank you. How did you decide you wanted to pursue social media? So I've been doing social media kind of full-time since this pandemic started. I did have a part-time job, but I kind of just took the leap of faith and decided to put my all into this, and I'm so happy. Before I was kind of just like, oh, social media, it's like not a real job, blah, blah, blah. But it really is. If you're smart about it, if you treat it like a business, and it is a business, you're working with these amazing brands and you have to be professional. So it is a business that you have to put work into it. It's not just posting a photo, posting a video here and there. There's a lot of background work that a lot of people don't talk about. And I'm just so thankful I can be doing this right now, because I think it's a really great step into what I want to do in the future. Yeah, I'm just so thankful, and I get to incorporate my love of fashion, makeup, skincare, everything, lifestyle. Like, I'm just so thankful. But like, from what I saw on social media, I thought there was like this ideal beauty standard, but social media has made me love the skin I'm in and just love everything about myself, because I'm not posting things that aren't real. It's just I'm posting things that I love, that make me happy. And yeah, it just helped me become more authentic in myself and be more confident in the skin I'm in. So there's a downside to social media, like you're comparing yourself and whatnot, but I think there's also a beautiful side, and if you find the right people, it can be such a beautiful uplifting place. And I get to connect with people across the globe who I never would have met if I didn't have this platform. So yeah, I'm happy, and I want you guys to be happy. I want you guys to follow your dreams. Do whatever you want that makes you happy. If you have a roof over your head, if you have clothes on your back, if you have a phone, you are so lucky, and you can do so much with just the things that you have. You just have to really look, and yeah, you just have to appreciate the small things in life, and you just have to remember that we are all human. Nobody's better than you. You're not better than anybody else. We're all trying to do the same thing. We're all trying to make something of ourselves, be happy, and provide for our loved ones. And I think, okay, so now for concealer, I use this Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Concealer, and I'm in the shade 2W. So I'm doing what TikTok has taught me to do. So just in there, underneath here, here, and I'm gonna blend that out, and I'm also gonna do a lighter concealer after. And for blending out my concealer, I've been loving just using brushes. I don't use beauty blenders anymore because I feel like beauty blenders really soak up a lot of product and waste a lot of product, whereas a brush, if you're just using a small amount of product and you're gradually building up, it just goes a long way. And also, just if you let your concealer sit for a sec, it will also give you a little bit of extra coverage. Now to just brighten everything up, I'm gonna go in with this NARS Radiant Creaming Concealer in the shade Vanilla. And what I'm gonna do is just do a line from the corner of my nose to the corner of my eye. With that concealer, I'm just blending it upwards. So I'm not bringing it down, I'm blending it up. And then with my nose, I don't really contour my nose, but I do bring the concealer here, so it kind of gives you that contoured look. Someone said, how can we practice self-love and not comparing our journeys with others? This was a hard one for me. I was constantly seeing people on social media comparing this and that, but you just have to remember, everyone has their own path. I've been reading this book lately. It's called The Spiritualtity Chapter by Gabrielle Bernstein. I highly recommend this if you're like into spirituality, manifesting, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so your envy is a reflection of your deep desire. Even if your ego has convinced you that there is not enough to go around, your higher self knows the truth. Transform your jealousy into clarity. Turn it into an opportunity to clarify to the universe what you really want. It pretty much just talks about whatever you put into the world is what you're going to receive. For people, if you're happy with yourself, the universe is going to reward you. I really think, I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. So even if you are having a dark time, think of it as a learning experience. Think about it, reflect on it, think of how you can change that outcome. Okay, so this is the final look. Before I leave, I'm just going to answer a few more questions. Someone said, you inspired me to start yoga. Did your flexibility change over time? I find it hard to do the moves. 100%. The more you do it, the more flexible you're going to be. And that was another reason why I wanted to start doing yoga, because I was always in pain, not in pain, but like I always had some sort of like aches or pains. And once I started doing yoga regularly, I've never had that since I started. So it's amazing. When do you plan on getting married, if ever? I'm not in any rush. I'm like life, and I want to first kind of establish myself before I get married, and I don't really have a date on it. When it happens, it happens. And yeah, I'm not really in a rush or anything. So, and I kind of want like COVID to not be a thing anymore. I don't really get why people are getting married right now. I feel like you could just, I mean, I do get it because they've already put their deposits and stuff, but like planning a wedding right now is just, it's not on my mind. Someone said, how do you deal with a breakup? I'm sorry if you're going through that. It definitely can be hard, but I think if it's meant to be, it will be. And just focus on yourself. Just do whatever makes you happy, and just take care of yourself. I think that's the best way to get over it, just focusing on yourself. How do you cope with loneliness during the pandemic? I'm so sorry that you're feeling lonely. I'm so thankful that I have my sisters, because I really haven't felt lonely during this whole thing. I like spend all my time with my sisters, so it hasn't really affected me like that. But if you are lonely, I think it's really important to set up virtual dates, or even just calling your friends. Just any type of social interaction will help a lot. I do have my days when I'm just like sick of my family and I need some socialization, so I'll call up my friends, and it makes me feel better. Video chat is better than phone call, I think, so just hop on Zoom or something, and I think it will help. Someone said, just wanted to say I love your page and love how genuine you are. I don't see a lot of that on here. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Someone said, would you like to become famous? No. I want to be able to support my family, but I don't want to be famous. I want to actually live in the middle of the woods one day and just surrounded by nature with my family, and just, yeah, I don't want to be famous. I don't care for that. Someone said, are you still selling clothes, or will you be selling clothes? Yes. Okay, I have so many clothes I want to sell, but I don't know if I should do it on Depop or Poshmark. Poshmark, I think, is only for Canadians, and I think Depop is international. So what do you guys prefer? I'm just going to do whatever you guys prefer, because I don't really sell clothes often, so I'm just kind of trying to get into it and see what works best. So let me know where you guys want me to sell my clothes, because I have so many just waiting to be sold. Someone said, what's your sleeping routine like? When do you wake up in the morning, etc.? So I go to bed at around like 11, 12, and then I wake up around 7. So when I wake up, I try not going on my phone, and then I do all like my stuff, my meditation, my affirmations, I read, and then I'll drink some tea, play with my dog, and then I'll get my day going. So my day doesn't start until like 9 or 10, more like 10, but my lifestyle is different from everyone, so it's been working really well for me. So yeah, that's currently it. But I do want to try getting up earlier, and I think once it's summer, I definitely will be, just because it's cold and then it's so dark in the morning, so it just makes me want to stay in bed. But when it starts getting lighter in the mornings, I know I'll be up earlier in the mornings. Oh my god, I'm so sorry you guys are going through breakups. There's a few people. Focus on yourself. Honestly, it's so cliche to say, but it really is. It's a perfect time to just get your shit together and just be who you want to be, and just focus on you. Focus on you. Do whatever makes you happy. Don't care about anybody else, and just keep your mind occupied with healthy things that make you happy. Painting, going for walks. Just stay occupied and do things that make you happy. Someone said, can you please share any yoga videos, workouts you've been doing? So if you actually go on my Instagram, I have on my highlights underneath a page of where I posted all the videos that I do, all the yoga videos, and then the workout videos I do. And they're mostly like, the yoga videos are like, I think the longest one is probably 30 minutes, but there's some there that I do daily and they're only 10 minutes. And then most of the workout videos, I don't really like working out, so I just keep it 10 minutes or under. Yeah, the at-home ones, like once it's summer, I'm going to be doing different things, but that's what I've been doing right now. Fave workout sets. Ooh, I'll quickly show you this one. This is by Set Active. Oh my god, did I? Oh, I got something there. But this is one that I've been loving. So Set Active, Bow and Tea is really nice. I like their workout stuff, and it's really cute. Aritzia actually has good like lounge stuff, workout stuff. I don't love their workout stuff, but for lounging around, that's really good. And Lululemon's also another good one. Yes. And then what's your favorite books to read, please? I actually got a few books. I don't have it right now, but
I really like motivational books. I do like storybooks. My sister really likes storybooks, so maybe I'll ask her for her suggestions. But for myself, I really like motivational books. And right now I really like this, Super Attractor. I also got Think Like a Monk by Jay Shetty that I've heard really good things about. The Body Keeps Score. So that's a book about trauma and how trauma affects people. That's a really good, really good book. I'm still not finished it yet. I'm halfway through, but it has taught me so much about people with trauma, and it really just shows you to be nice to people no matter what, because you don't know what they're going through and what they have been through. And trauma, I think we've all dealt with some sort of trauma, and it affects us differently, some more severe than others. So yeah, just always be nice to people because you really don't know what they're going through. So that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this little chit chat get ready with me. I had a lot of fun doing this. I definitely want to get more into doing talking videos. I always say that I'll do it, but then I just get so in my head. But I really enjoyed this. So thanks for watching if you guys stayed all the way. And yeah, let me know what other video ideas you guys want to see from me. Take care, guys.